Welcome to Think and Drink with Money and Monster, the new show where we have prepared 5 random, actually not random trivia questions. They're on a mystery topic. We're going to ask each other questions. We got 2 minutes to give our answers, and then we're going to have a little chat afterwards.
Sounds good.
Who's going to go first?
I'm going to go first.
You're going to ask first.
I'm going to ask first.
All right.
All right.
Good
Cheers.
luck with
you
this.
ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wait, so I'm answering first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, let's jump right into it. Here we go.
I don't like not knowing the topic.
Yeah, but you're going to know.
Okay.
Or at least you're going to have a good idea.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have your timer?
It went to sleep. Hold on a sec. We're not ready. Okay. I'm going to start the timer after I read the first question.
Sounds good.
All right. Question 1. What year did Disneyland open?
1953.
Okay. Question 2. Who composed the music for Toy Story?
Elton John.
Question 3. What is the name of the Italian restaurant where Lady and the Tramp share spaghetti?
Bella Mia.
Question 4. What are the names of Cruella's henchmen in 101 Dalmatians?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Okay. Question 5. You got a minute and a half.
That's just not going to help.
What is the name of Pixar's Lamps mascot?
The little bouncy one, he has a name?
He has a name.
Oh.
Right?
Squeaker.
Squeaker. All right. Woo! In a whopping 55 seconds.
Did I get a single one right?
No. There was a couple you were close on, but no.
Okay, well, what are the answers? When was Disneyland created?
What year did Disneyland open? Was 1955.
Oh,
I
come
think you said
on.
53.
I
so
said
you're
53.
close.
I was
Okay.
very close.
All right, second question was, who composed the music for Toy Story?
Is it like John Williams? Is it like one of the big guys?
It's one of the big guys, I think literally two, but he did like everything. They made a lot of...
You can keep talking. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
They made a lot of jokes about how we talk. Randy Newman.
Yeah. No.
See? But he had like all the songs for a while. Okay, anyways. Question 3.
Well, there was a hot minute there. Elton John had the songs like with
True.
Lion King and something else, I think.
Yeah. Which I think those were all before they must have had a falling out or something. Yeah, because once Pixar came, they came with Randy.
Maybe it was just the Lion King. I don't know. I'm just making
He
up.
sang Circle of Life. I can. What was one of the questions? I can't remember. All right. Okay. So question 3. What is the name of the Italian restaurant where Lady and the Tramp share spaghetti? Everyone should know this. Tony's Restaurant.
I mean, did they talk about... I haven't seen Lady and the Tramp since 1985.
I think it's, when they're like show up there, I think it's in the background.
Yeah.
I don't think you say, hey, you might actually say that, welcome to Tony's the restaurant there.
Again, I haven't seen that since I was a child.
Gosh, well, yeah, I know what you're doing the rest of this weekend. All right. What are the names of Cruella's henchmen in 101 Dalmatians? Jasper and Horace.
It sounds familiar,
Does
but
that-
I wasn't gonna. Who actually know? Did you know
Well,
that?
I know it because I just recently watched the remake.
Oh, you watched the new one.
Exactly, which is good.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
He watched it without me.
It's good. I watched it with my niece and nephew. Excuse me. But it was really good. Make it seem like I'm just watching it by myself. Technically, I did watch the end by myself. It's like a 2-hour and 15-minute movie.
It's long.
For a Disney movie.
That's really long when we haven't seen movies in 2 years.
Right? All right, so 5th question was, what is the name of Pixar's Lamps mascot? I'm probably going to say this wrong, but it is, I believe, Luxo Jr.
Huh.
So it's Luxo Jr. So I would say Lexo, right?
Yeah.
Not Luxo. Lexo
No,
Jr.?
Lexo. Yeah.
Lexo Jr.
And why? Why is that his name?
I don't know, because I don't even know who Lexo Sr. is. They didn't... That's...
He's
for
probably a
another
much
trivia
bigger
question.
light.
Oh.
I don't know.
And I bet you he's like in one of their movies and you never notice it because they put Easter eggs in like every movie. So,
why did you pick Disney as your random topic? Random mystery topic. Disney? Is it Disney or is it Pixar?
I'll give you it. I actually put Disney / Pixar.
Okay.
Because
now they're the
hand
same.
in hand. One, I know you have a collection of the old. Well, I thought you had a few of the older movies. Remember when we were talking about the value of them? Oh. And you were like, I got a couple, blah blah blah. The VHS ones. You don't have any on VHS?
I probably did at one point.
Okay, maybe we were talking in past tense,
okay.
But I remember having a conversation with you about the value of some of the movies now, because I'm gonna misquote it, but someone had found like an original Alice in Wonderland on VHS, and it went for like thousands of dollars.
That's pretty cool.
I think the person said, "Oh, I got it at like Goodwill or somewhere." They were just looking for movies for the kids, but didn't realize it was like the first edition, based on whatever they put on the box and all that crap.
I had a friend who had the original Little Mermaid with the castle that's a spire in the background. So I have actually like
this castle.
I have held that in my hands and looked at it and been like, yeah, that's it.
Which is so weird because I just watched a video about all that they put in movies. Like there's one artist that is obsessed with.
Just one.
It's probably a whole group of them. It's probably a thing because they're like, who's going to notice? And then finally, 30 years later, someone notices and they're like, oh, crap. But they probably already quit by then.
Well, I know there's some in Fight Club, but those were like...
those were like edited. Yeah, those are spliced in.
You're not talking about that. You're talking about something else.
No, I'm talking about like Disney's, like when they made Minnie's dress look like, or they had one of the characters look like, I think even in, it was some Disney movie where the pastor is like getting, like two people are getting married.
That's the Little Mermaid, where the pastor's got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's that kind of stuff where all in the windows and stuff.
Yeah.
So just thought it was interesting. It's not why I picked the subject. Don't get it twisted, but I just, Disney and Pixar, I think we've both seen enough Disney and Pixar movies to put in our repertoire of knowledge.
So, did you see Toy Story 3 and not cry?
Okay, refresh my memory. Toy Story 3 is with the bear, bad bear.
Honestly, I don't even remember. I just remember bawling. I
don't remember why, though.
Weeping.
Which part? Was that when he went to college? So confused on the order of because I remember the bear, because he had this gang, and then they were all trying to get out of that grinder or pit or something.
I don't remember.
But I don't remember the sequence of them.
Me neither.
I don't even remember 2 at all.
I don't really remember 1. I just remember that just being totally traumatized.
Right.
Oh, 2 was the one with Jessie. 2 was the one with...
when they were at that arcade and they had the little squeaky dolls, or was that the first one?
That was the first one, with the little aliens.
That's how they get buzzed. That's yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, we don't know.
I just remember 3 made me cry a lot.
But why, though?
Because there was like...
I think that's when he goes to college.
It might be, and he gets rid of the toys or something.
Oh, because at one point, didn't they go to a daycare? And all those daycare toys were like, run, because they didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. They're like, we love kids. And then they realized, like, one kid is different from a horde of kids.
Right.
Especially, I don't understand, though, because the neighbor was like,
the
she's
a little
kid.
Masochist, right?
Both. Remember, the first neighbor was that kid with the black T-shirt that they say looks like Derek Carr from the Raiders quarterback. But he was like the one that, with the army men that had him blowing them all up. Then it was the kid with the braces and stuff.
And I think the kid with the braces ends up being like the garbage man in Toy Story 4.
Really?
Yeah, I think his bad ways as a youth set him up to be nothing but a garbage man when he grew up.
Yeah, but in this state, they're union and they get paid very well.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
For sure.
That's funny.
It's like one of their Easter eggs.
All right, so I gotta go back and watch Toy Story 3 and see if it was a tearjerker.
If you can make it through without crying, then you get a gold star.
A gold star, I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll take it. All right. You ready to give me some questions?
Yeah, I got some questions for you. I'm not so fancy. I have a tablet.
Yeah.
What? What you gonna say?
You call it a tablet. I call it a notepad.
Well,
yes.
I earlier called it a something else. But
yeah.
Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm ready.
So I'm gonna start the timer after
Yes.
I finish my first question.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Okay, hang on. I just wanted to. I wasn't sure. I'm
Are
supposed
you
to,
ready?
I'm supposed to hit the start button. That's how that works. Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Yes.
To me, donuts are a food group. I live in Springfield. Somehow, I have not been fired from my job. Who am I?
Homer Simpson.
I love to shop, wear hats, and spend money on Daddy's credit cards. I'm Will's oldest cousin. Who am I?
Hillary Banks.
I am captain of the football and wrestling teams. My dad was in the Army. Bayside is my first real home. Who am I?
Bayside. Are you Slater from Saved by the Bell?
I am the friendly neighbor of Tim Taylor. He comes to me for advice. Who am I?
I just saw a picture of his actual face. You're his neighbor. I don't remember his name. Pass.
I am a mother of 5, an attorney. I live in Brooklyn, New York. Who am I?
Mother of 5, Brooklyn, New York. Oh my gosh. I could see her. Mother of 5, living. Pass.
I am the friendly neighbor of Tim Taylor. He often comes to me for advice. Who am
That's
I?
the guy behind the fence. What
Yes.
question? Oh, we're back to the original question?
Yes. Got 53 seconds.
Oh, no, it was like Philip Vincenten.
I am a mother of 5 and an attorney. I live in Brooklyn, New York. Who am I?
I can see her face. Courtney Cox. I don't know. I can't. It's not coming to me.
You got 28 seconds left. You giving up? Throwing in the towel?
I'm throwing in the towel.
You did really well. You got 3 out of 5 where I got...
Still 0. It hasn't changed. So I loved your mystery topic.
What is the mystery topic?
TV sitcoms.
But a specific set of TV sitcoms.
Family-oriented ones. They all had big families.
Was Saved by the Bell really about families?
They were family. They were teenage families.
Narrow it down.
To comedies?
Simpsons. Saved by the Bell.
Comedies?
Fresh Prince. Tool Time with Tim Taylor. That wasn't the name of the show. Don't remember the name of the show.
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. The Cosby Show.
They're all like, they're all at night.
90s.
Oh, that's what you want me to narrow down to 90s sitcoms?
I mean,
fair enough.
Okay, so Tim's neighbor, his name was Wilson.
Yeah, I still don't remember that, but yeah. Wilson. And I actually literally just saw a picture of his real face. I think I've seen it several times over the years, and I just forget it because you're so used to seeing him with the fence in his face.
Yes. And then the last one that you couldn't get,
with the fence in his face, but
mother of 5 and an attorney.
Claire
Huxtable.
You freaking genius. How was I ever going to... Because I was trying to find who the main show was about.
I tested these questions on Friends, and my
all said
friends...
Claire Huxtable?
Well, on a friend. I don't have more than one.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that they got.
I was a fan of the Cosbys, but I always forgot she was an attorney because they both were like in powerful roles, which was awesome, especially at that time.
Right.
But everyone knew that Bill Cosby was a doctor.
Right.
Because he had the doctor office in his basement, which is creepy now that you think about it too. But at the same time, kind of cool.
If you think about it and then extra think about it, it's...
Right, yeah. Like years later, creepy. But at the time, I was like, man, this dude doesn't have to commute for work at all, and he lives in New York?
And he has sick people coming to his house every day. That's awesome.
Right?
Come in.
just kills and just send them on their way. Man, that's okay. I'm gonna give you 2 gold stars because that was actually really good and witty, and well, maybe not witty, but like, man, that was a thinker.
Yeah,
Shit.
well, and none of them were the main character. Well, and maybe Homer.
Well,
no,
no,
Homer's not the main
Bart
character.
Simpson's the main
right,
character.
Of course.
So that threw me off too. 'Cause I was like, maybe it's the main character, but then you said Hillary Banks, not the main character.
I can't believe you remember her name.
Everyone remembers Hillary Banks, especially when you said like spends daddy's money. The clue before that got me, but then you said spend daddy money. I was like, oh, come on now, it's Hillary Banks. Everyone knows Hillary. Had a crush on Hillary.
She's adorable.
Right?
But those hats were stupid.
So it's all part of the character. She's from Bel Air.
I guess.
That was good. I'm going to give you that one. That was good. Wilson. Oh, I'm going to have nightmares about that tonight.
Really?
I'm just going to wake up, Wilson! And then see a picture
That's
of
the
Tom
wrong
Hanks
show.
in my head.
Yeah, that's
It's
Tom
still
Hanks.
Wilson, though. He probably got the inspiration from Wilson.
Or because that was the name printed on the volleyball.
No correlation.
Oh.
No
Okay.
correlation.
So it was really, really hard for me not to put in a question about Family Matters and Steve Urkel because
right.
I'm a huge fan of Steve Urkel.
How can you not be?
Right.
How can you not be?
But I also wanted to say his catchphrase was,
Oh.
but then I didn't want to actually
Right.
imitate his voice in front of other people.
Please give it a try.
No.
Please give it a try.
Did I? No, I can't do it. I can't do
You're
it.
again.
No. Did I do that? He spreads it out a little longer.
Did I do that? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yours is a lot better than mine. Did you know he had there's a song where you do the Urkel dance in an episode? Do you remember that?
I feel like that song was even maybe played on the radio a tiny, tiny bit.
Bonus trivia question. Do you know he wasn't in the first season?
No.
He was an add-on character. I think after
because he wasn't in the family. He was the neighbor.
He wasn't in the family.
Right.
So he wasn't initially in the show. I don't remember if it was the first or second season, but it was after one. It was either after the first or second season they introduced him.
Right.
And then he became the show.
Right.
Because I even saw a quick interview that he was doing with, I believe it was Talib Kweli, and he was just like, the show was kind of. So I got it. What you can say now? Because like, who's gonna argue with him?
Right.
Like, there was a reason why it became popular,
and nobody remembers much besides.
No,
him.
I don't think anyone remembers there was a season before him. They just probably renamed the DVDs. They just highlighted it and blacked it out. It was like, this is the true season 1, but it's like really season 2.
Right.
That's crazy. I didn't remember that. I was like, okay.
I had a little crush though on Stefan Urkel.
Oh my gosh, I remember when they introduced.
It was so
him to
creepy
the
though. It's so creepy.
I think I heard they did that because he was getting tired of the Steve Urkel image and wanted to actually show people he's not that outside
that was like
of the
his
show.
thing.
Yeah, I think that was his thing because he was like a teenager at that point.
Mm-hmm.
He might have even been in his 20s. I don't even know.
It's weird how they always got full-grown adults to play little kids.
Right, but I think he was like, I'm getting called Steve Urkel outside of here, and that's not me. So he's trying to like, oh, let me show him the cool side. We're like, yeah, sorry, bro.
He's
You're
a
Urkel
good-looking
for life.
kid, man.
I don't know. Well,
When he put
to
on
each his own.
clothes and dropped the nasal.
Wasn't Stefan wasn't it like one of his experiments gone wrong?
Yeah,
That
he was
trying
like
to
Jem
impress
in the
Laura?
holograms, only different.
Right.
Except he didn't have earrings or something.
Right. It's so weird. And I think it was in like his basement or something. It was almost like The Fly.
And he got real creepy with the daughter. I feel like he got a little.
There's a lot of creepy in that show. If you watch a lot of those like 90s sitcoms, we didn't know because we were kids. We didn't know there was a lot of adult in the
Oh yeah,
window.
for sure.
And watching it now, I'm like, ooh, how they slide that one in?
I
And we thought
remember
it was cute.
I remember once a million years ago I was watching the movie Dr. Dolittle, the Eddie Murphy.
The Eddie Murphy. Okay.
Is that the one that was made like in the early 2000s?
Yeah,
late
because I think they
90s?
try to make it again with Robert Downey, but that was
yeah.
the 90s.
Oh
one,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think it was late 90s. Anyways, so I was watching it with my boyfriend at the time, and he had a handful of younger siblings because his mom had remarried. And so even though we were in our 20s, he had a bunch of brothers and sisters who were like 10 years old.
Okay.
And we were watching it, and I was laughing hysterically to where they went upstairs and they told their mom that they thought I would, and I wasn't, because they didn't get the jokes.
Oh.
But there was,
right,
I remember
see?
one scene, the dogs were all in the pound, and they were all locked up, and the one, like, Doberman looks at Dr. Dolittle, and he's like, I am Kaiser Sose. And I was laughing myself because that's funny.
Right.
But when you're 10, you don't get it.
Get it.
And yeah, I got in trouble. They told on me for
Well,
being drunk. So I love that adult humor in kids' movies.
Because even now, because they're smart, because they have to. I mean, the parents have to take the kids.
Right,
So you
have
got
to
to
sit through
entertain
it.
the parents, too.
Right.
And the kids will usually laugh because the parents laughing, and they'll look
They
at the
don't
parent like, oh, that was supposed to be funny. They don't know why. They don't know why. But it's happening more and more and more, which is awesome. You got to entertain them, you know?
Right.
And then the cool thing about that is Eddie did a lot of kids' movies because his kids were those ages. He didn't want them going back watching Coming to America and Trading Places. He's like, they're going to be like, Dad, what the So he actually purposely did Daddy Daycare, all those movies, because his kids were in that age. But, of course, he wanted to still make it entertaining where adults would be like, hey, I'm going to go to the next movie because it's going to have not Eddie Murphy's humor, but humor in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think I watched Coming to America when I was not the right age.
No,
and I didn't understand when the girl comes up out of the hot tub.
Royal, please clean, Your Highness.
I was going to not say it, but I remember just totally not understanding
And
that.
not expecting it. Were you shocked by the naked woman, or
I
just
was
the
shocked by
phrase?
the naked woman because I was a little kid.
Right.
But also then but her saying that, I was like, how could she scrub it while she was underwater? Like,
That's what you're thinking.
I was a child.
I just remember being like,
Boobs were not like on the
right.
front of my brain at the moment.
I just remember watching it and just being like, boobs. You know what I mean? I didn't even hear scrub
That's
clean.
because you're a boy.
I'm just saying
And you
from
were
my
like,
perspective.
boobs. I
Yeah.
was like, what was she doing under there that she couldn't just do up top, you know? A nice
Right.
little scrub.
It's so funny because then it was boobs. Now it's like, oh, that would just be convenient. I don't have to do it myself. So it's not even the boobs anymore. It's just another person doing it is what's sexy about it. See how perspective changes everything?
Oh my God.
It's like, oh my God, boobs. Now I'm like, oh man, I can just relax. That's the perception. Everything changes when you get older.
Yeah. Well, I think you were the winner. I got
Definitely.
0.
Definitely.
0, and you got 2.
I think it did good.
No, you got 3.
I
Sorry,
got
you got 3.
Yeah, give me my credit.
You got 2 wrong, 3 right. I don't know how to count.
But I think
Math is hard. So as we go forward,
yeah.
there will be rules. One of the rules is no math. I'm not doing math.
No, I don't want to do math.
Like, that's not trivia. Math is not trivia. Math
No
is
math.
work.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
All right, I think it was a good episode 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Winner goes to money. Peace
And
out.
We're out of here. Well done.
Did you have to do the...
I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do.